Throughout our country's history, we have continuously faced prejudice based on race, culture, religion, gender, as well as many others, which we have confronted with laws that act to inhibit these sorts of unjust discriminations. Although one discrimination that has always thrived within our society and is still a phenomenon today is Lookism. Lookism is the discrimination based on physical appearance, and unlike other prejudice acts that are only nurtured to us in our society, Lookism also has roots in our biology as well. Now I've done some research on this issue, and I found that it is a very complex form of discrimination that not only affects everyone within our society, but cripples us as a whole and affects us on an individual level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you what I've learned so we can all come to the understanding that this is a problem and something needs to be done about it. So the basis of Lookism is the recognition of attractiveness and unattractiveness. So the question is, why do we even notice whether someone is attractive or unattractive? What actually causes us to psychologically make this distinction between individuals has arguably been ingrained in us since the beginning of time. Evolutionary psychologists believe that we make this recognition of physical attractiveness in order to choose a mate who is both healthy and fertile. Now, the most prominent characteristics for a healthy and reproductive mate is facial symmetry, bodily symmetry, and youthfulness. The reason being is while symmetry cues signs of health, asymmetry would cue signs of past illness, disease, or mutations, which are all seen as unattractive. Youthfulness, on the other hand, would cue signs that the mate is very fertile, whereas old age would cue signs of lack in reproductivity. Although it is in our nature to recognize whether someone is attractive or unattractive, the way that we choose to treat people in these categories, which we have consciously as well as unconsciously created, is an effect that has been nurtured to us by our environment or society. One of the biggest issues that has arisen from this nurtured effect is stereotyping among attractive and unattractive people. We have been socialized to adopt these views through a wide variety of influences. And although stereotyping is our way to simplify the overwhelming environment around us, the problem arises when we group things together based on one similarity, such as attractiveness or unattractiveness, and then we attach all these assumed characteristics to the entire group based on the fact that's only true for some. To be specific, the attractive-based stereotype that is absolutely crippling our society from every angle is the halo effect. And according to psychology expert Kendra Cherry, the halo effect is the conscious bias that refers to the habitual tendency of people to rate attractive people more favorably, which is to have better personality traits such as intelligence and kindness, whereas unattractive people are stigmatized to have bad quality traits. And there is an enormous amount of research that proves that this stereotype not only exists in our society but thrives, such as attractive people earn more money in careers, attractive defendants are less likely to be accused guilty in criminal trials, and attractive students receive more attention from their teachers, and they are more likely to have a better social life in school. And that doesn't even scratch the surface. What is obviously evident is that unattractive people experience grave disadvantages and discrimination, while attractive people are given undeniable benefits. But what we fail to realize is that this is a negative impact for everyone on the basis that it instills a false sense of character within our society. We are continually losing the ability to recognize quality personal traits in individuals for who they are as a person and not what they look like. This in turn cripples vital positions within our society. This nurtured effect not only affects our society as a whole, but also on an individual level. A woman by the name of Martha Beck said that although beauty may be in the eye of the beholder, the feeling of being beautiful exists solely in the mind of the beheld. This is an aspect that affects our own self-happiness. It seems that though everyone, whether considered attractive or unattractive in our society, continues to thrive for an idealistic form of beauty that is just simply unrealistic and unattainable. We are continually seeing these individuals go to drastic measures to achieve their ideal of beauty or attractiveness. According to NationalEatings.com, 20 million women and 10 million men suffer from eating disorders, which the best known contributor is body dissatisfaction. And according to PlasticSurgery.org, from the year 2012 to 2013, cosmetic surgery procedures had increased 39%. This is a sad reality of just how far people are willing to go to achieve their self-satisfaction. It's bad enough that our society portrays these stereotypes that tell us who we are, but it's even worse that we change ourselves to receive this superficial sense of self-happiness. The issue of Lookism and everything it perpetrates goes beyond biological factors and is also attributed to environmental factors as well. We need to recognize these factors and step beyond this superficial barrier that has entrapped us for thousands of years and start to rebuild our society on the true character of a person and set our roots in a foundation that is built that is empowered by who we are as people and not what we look like. Lookism is a problem and something needs to be done about it.